Good morning. Thank you for watching Rise and Radke on replay on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. We'd love to see your hashtags. Why do you say I'm too old to do that? Is that like a real thing? I thought I was just being stupid. Are you mute this morning?
I'm not mute. Good morning. Oh, look who's first. Hi, Casey.
Oh, wow. What she's saying is, hello, Casey.
You know, first of all, a couple of things. Number one, I've been awake for 7.5 minutes. I even said to David, what are we talking about this morning? Because I don't even know what's going on in the world. I've been awake for about 7 minutes. But what I wanted to say is that several of you guys wrote me emails and said that this hoarseness could be due to acid reflux. Well, my family doctor, took me off of a drug that actually can give you hoarseness. That's one of the side effects of it. And they had put me on it right around the time this started happening. And so now they've weaned me off of that drug, and it's still happening a lot. It's not going away at all. And so thank you. So many of you wrote me emails and told me about acid reflux. I don't deal with acid reflux at all. I don't have it at night, and it bothers me. Nothing. I rarely even pop a Tums. And she said, no, absolutely not. People can have it and not even know that they have it, that it can affect them at night. That's why in the morning, she said, Melissa, I watch your lives. You're clearing your throat like all the time. And I am. And she said, in the mornings, it can be worse. So thank you. Some of you that wrote me that, I was able to bring it up. And she goes, that's exactly what we were thinking. So now they're going to prescribe me something for that. We'll see if that's what it is. But it could also be the fact that I've been up for about 8 minutes now. I slept, let me tell y'all. I went to bed at 9:45 last night, and I just woke up. This is what happens when you have children old. When you have children at an old age.
We're not that old.
They turn 14, and they want to have a camp out in the backyard, and your body is not equipped anymore. Your body would have been equipped at 32 and 33 to stay up all night.
You say this, but our kids, one of them was just watching a movie or something.
I was going to tell them that.
She was laying on her bed watching a movie. The other
Rocco
one
fell asleep in our bed.
Laid down there beside Melissa. They fell asleep at 6 o'clock.
6 p.m. yesterday.
6 p.m. It is a little after 9. They're still
out.
asleep.
They've not moved.
We thought about waking them up to make sure they would sleep through. We're like, you know what? Let's just leave them. And they're still.
What is that, David? Our kids have been asleep for what, 15 hours?
Yes.
Our children have been asleep for 15
so
hours.
Here's the thing. We have a rule in the summer. They have to be up by 10. They can't just sleep, all day. That also helps them not staying up all night. But I kind of want to let them sleep. I just want to see.
I want to see.
I want to see how long.
What if we get to go into town and have a nice lunch?
I want to see how long they.
Like let's do that. Okay, it's 10 in Indiana, and somebody says if you look that good just waking up, then you are lucky. Oh, thank you very much.
No, I'm lucky.
He's lucky. Are you kidding me? Okay. So yeah, it was, but I'll take it. So y'all, I slept so long, and so what have we covered so far? My sleeping, the children have been asleep now for 15 hours, and also my possible acid reflux.
So today is...
Somebody just said my poor bladder would explode. Please know, I slept 12 hours last night, got up twice to pee.
Did you really?
That's what I'm saying. If you can have children younger than the Radkes were when we had ours, please do it. David, you say, oh, we're not that old. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Some people can sleep through the night without getting up and peeing. We can't. Some people, their kids can have slumber parties and camp outs, and they're raring to go the next day. They even work out. Some people work out, David. Speaking of working out, Sheila Everett says, I shaved my face last night. Sheila, how you feel, girl? How you look?
Hey,
you probably feel good, don't you?
Wasn't there an old old country song called "I Shaved My Legs for This"?
No, that's not an old country song.
That's
Miranda
just a-
Lambert. It's relatively new. I think it was like the name of an album or something. I shaved my legs for this.
What if you had an album and it was called?
What if I wrote a book called I Shaved My Face for This?
That would be.
David, that is genius. Good morning, Tracy in Iowa. No, you're not old. Yes, we are.
She is, but I'm not.
Okay. Anyway, I did want to tell you guys what was out. Oh, I did want to tell y'all. Speaking of working out, so we're not outside today because the thunder rolls. Garth was right.
The thunder rolls.
The thunder rolls, and so it's rolling outside. It's thundering, and I don't want to be out there when the sky opens up. Because God is angry, my friends. He's angry.
The skies were angry.
I knew it. I was gonna see if you would get it. This, you know what it's from?
Well, it's the sea. The sea was angry, but I changed.
The seas were angry that day, my friends. George Costanza, Seinfeld. Okay. Anyway, but guess who has been working out? Oh, it was Dina Carter. Did I shave my legs for this? 1996. That would be considered pretty old now. Anybody know who's been working out?
I do.
This girl. And guess where I'm doing it? That swimming pool.
The swim gym's open.
And guess who's doing it with me? The women in the family. That's right, ladies and gentlemen.
Splish splash, they were taking a bath.
If you ever listen to my podcast, I think it was the third podcast I ever did. Ever. Like season 1, episode 3 was called Over My Bread Body. And it was me and Meredith discussing the water aerobics that take place in my backyard with me and my cousin Michelle and my cousin Meredith and my Aunt Melba. And they're back. Guess who's back? Back again. You've never seen such water aerobics going down in that back pool. David has to refill it with water every time we're done, or at least that's what he says, in order to hurt our feelings. It's so fun. I found this company online called Fit Motion, and they are literally a water aerobics company. You pay a monthly fee, and when you do, they have over 50 videos, professionally made videos of full-length water aerobics classes, and they add 2 new every single month. So it's constantly building, right?
And your first month's free, isn't it?
The first month that you try them is free. And so it's called Fit Motion, and I did the trial. I'm still in my free month. Then I'm going to start paying every month. And
well, can we actually clarify that?
Here we go. I said pay, and now David's going to talk about it.
So I see a charge pop up for a rather large amount. And I said, Melissa, what is this? And she said, it's the water aerobics thing I was telling you about.
It's Fit Motion, David. It's Fit Motion.
It's Fit Motion. And I said, wow. What? And she said, well, it's an annual membership, so I have access to it every month. So you have access to it every month for water aerobics. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I went ahead and paid the year.
You realize you're only in the pool for at the most 5 months, depending on the weather.
No, I had not thought about that.
So you're paying for 12 months when you can only use it 4 or 5 months.
And when he said that, I literally went, oh my gosh, you're so right. I shouldn't have done that. The yearly is for women or men who probably work, I don't know, have an indoor pool, or they lead a class themselves maybe at a rec center
Facility,
somewhere.
yeah.
Not for a woman who just has one in her backyard. Okay, but anyway, y'all, the videos are professionally done, and it's actually a legitimate person trained in it. It's not me from 2 summers ago trying to say, Melba, wrap both of your legs around your noodle. You need that noodle between your legs, Melba. It's not me doing that. It's actually a legit person. They're even underwater camera work, so you can see their legs and what they're doing. Then we have 2 big old speakers that are outside, really pretty lanterns that are speakers outside by our pool. And the Bluetooth, the sound comes out of those. It's amazing. You should have seen me and Michelle and Melba yesterday riding our noodle. I mean, you're not going to get better entertainment than this. I want to do a live so bad with us in the pool. But they have said if you ever do it even one time, we are burning this house to the ground.
I think, they say there's no good ideas. Who was it? Van Gogh that said there are two types of people that copy and people that steal. And you can steal this idea and you can make your own water aerobics, and every single one of these people would pay for that.
Me doing my own water aerobics tutorial? Could you imagine?
You teach the people what to do with the noodle.
Grab your noodle, stick it between your legs, ride that sucker around in the pool. Okay, it's...
All right, we'll be back tomorrow.
Somebody just said, do y'all laugh the entire time? Pretty much the entire time.
I heard you crying a couple times.
No, that was Michelle because her noodle would slip out. Yesterday we did a video called Noodle RX from Fit Motion, and her noodle kept slipping out of her legs. I had unfortunately bought the big noodle, so my noodle was too big. I couldn't even keep it down in the water. It just kept popping right back up. So we were laughing at Michelle, but it was hard yesterday, y'all. You would absolutely love it. So we should do that live. I think we would. Please, for the love. Alex is like, Melissa, I've got nothing else going on. For the love. It's so good, y'all. You would, I wish y'all lived near me. You know what? I would open it up. My pool's big enough. Okay.
Are you done talking about noodles?
Yes.
Okay.
You going somewhere?
No, I was making sure I didn't say anything when you were talking about noodles.
Okay. You're not going to say anything.
I had
pulled
several.
my earring out of my ear. Okay. You have to do it. Somebody said, by the way, when I was telling y'all this, we're not laughing the whole time. We're actually working out. One of the things that does keep us laughing, though, have you ever known anybody with a humming problem? My cousin Michelle, she got a humming problem. So she's doing her exercises.
A plumbing problem?
Humming.
Oh, humming.
She does her exercises, and then she does like this. She's humming the whole time. So Melba's over there like this. What are you doing? Quit humming, Michelle. It's wonderful. Why are y'all not there for it? Why? Why are y'all not there for it? Okay. Hey, I do want to talk about something. I would like your full attention today. I want to talk about something, and I want to make sure everybody hears what I'm saying. It has been a story that we've talked about a couple different times. If you watch Rise and Radke very much in the mornings, then you know that we have talked about the restaurant that David and I went to. It would be down 2 Fridays ago. We were having lunch at this particular restaurant in the Woodlands, Texas, and we had gone on a little day date, and we were having lunch. It was our first COVID outing, and we were having lunch, and the food was delicious. The restaurant was beautiful, but I did take my fork, dip it into my refried beans, put a big bite in my mouth, and felt something rolling around in my mouth. I removed whatever it was to see that someone in the back, by the way, all of the servers were wearing masks and black gloves. Someone in the back had been chopping, okay, and
chopping broccoli,
and had cut off the tip of their glove. I hope to God it was just the tip of their glove and not the tip of their finger. Makes me wonder. And it was in my refried beans. I told this story. I'm sorry, baby. I told this story. And yeah, the Glove Food Restaurant. Yes, the dreaded glove. And a lot of you reached out and were like, we've got to know what restaurant it is. I'm not going to do that. It would have to be, somebody would have to I don't know, spit on me, or I don't know. It would have to be heinous for me to give up the name of a business. I just wouldn't do that. And I certainly wouldn't do it for this restaurant because I love it. I've been a fan for years. I don't want to see them go out of business over something that was a mistake. By the way, I don't think I'm so powerful that they would go out of business. That seemed arrogant to say, and that's not at all what I meant. But I don't want to even see anybody lose their job over something that is a mistake. It's human error. Because of my father, who also loves that company and that business, he told me to write him a letter, and I did. And y'all all said, write him a letter.
Well, and if you didn't catch it the first time, the only thing you're leaving out is the manager didn't exactly handle it the way that he should have handled it.
Yes. You know what? Here's the thing. The glove was shocking, but the manager handled it terribly. But I won't go into it. But anyway, I did. I wrote a letter.
Very nice. I proofread it before she sent it.
Y'all, that company, I now almost wish I had told you the name of the company because they have made up for it 1,000 times over. They were so kind and apologetic. You know, when something happens in a restaurant, people are human. It's just a mistake. Everybody has an off day. And sometimes their off day happens to you. Okay? You've had them too. You just want to be heard. That's all you want. They made up for it beautifully. I mean, called me, emailed me, sent us a care package, a beautiful, huge care package, deep dish care package in the mail. They really outdid themselves. And I just wanted to make sure that if I told you the horrible story on one side, that I told you the redeeming story on the other, they should be so proud of the people that they have hired, their top executives, because they reached out to David and I and really just went overboard. So I just want to make sure that y'all,
I said, we'll be back.
Yeah. And they said the thing that I wanted the manager to say to me, which is, hey, we screwed up. It was a bad day. This was a bad example of who we are. Would you come back? Would you give us another shot? And would you let us take care of it? That's all I wanted. And that's what they did tenfold. Absolutely. So just wanted to make sure that y'all knew that story ends really, really well. And here's what I think. I think when you give people the chance to redeem themselves and to do right, I think 9 times out of 10, people are going to do right. And so I almost wish I told you the name of the company now because I'm just so impressed with their upper management team and how they handled that. I love it. So yeah, there you go. It ended really well.
Very good.
All right, that's my story and I'm sticking to it. Okay, so we have covered for someone who's now been up 10 minutes. I'm killing this live. I'm killing it. We have now officially talked about our kids are still asleep. They've now been asleep 15 hours. To recap, our kids are still asleep.
You know what I wish we would have done is put up the camera, and you know how you do the time lapse. I wish we would have set up the cameras on both of the kids and do the time lapse. Like, see.
That's weird. That's weird. Why would we put a time lapse camera?
I think it would have been cool to see them move and do this, and like they slept for 26 hours.
That'd be so wonderful. God, please. So the kids are asleep. Swim gym is back. Me, Melba, Meredith, Michelle are doing swim gym in my pool in the evenings and loving it. The weight is dropping. I can't even catch the weight. It's dropping off so fast.
You know, we're going to have like stalkers and peeping toms now looking in the pool.
Amy just said, I need your lipstick. Merle Norman. Emily Gibbs, one of our watchers, sent me a whole thing of Merle Norman double-ended lips. So the lip liner is on one end, the lipstick is on the other. And y'all, this is Spice Sachet. And they are amazing and they last and my lips aren't sticky and my hair doesn't get stuck in it. Merle Norman is killing it with their lip colors. And then, of course, I added my rosy lips on top of it. What is Swim Gym? Leslie's late. Swim Gym is the water aerobics class that I have in my pool in the evenings with the women in my family. Okay? That's what I'm saying. We're doing Swim Gym, and it's awesome.
You know, Leslie's kind of like one of those people that, you know, a group of people have been watching a movie for like an hour, and then they walk in, and they want everybody else in the room to explain what happened the first hour.
I do that, Leslie. Don't worry about
it. When really, they should just sit and listen and enjoy what they can, or they should go watch the whole movie.
That's very true, but I don't do that, do I?
No.
I don't do that.
So who's that? And where are they from? And why are they fighting?
Now, what is David and Melissa talking about? Why has she got spices on her lips? All right. Okay, David, anything else? You watch the headlines. I don't even know what's going on today.
Yeah, you know, here on Rise and Radke.
Where we break wait, what?
Oh, no breaking news? Oh, no, it's not breaking news. The news has already been broken. No, our new motto is Make America happy again?
DG said if I did Swim Gym in almond milk, what would happen?
Oh.
You wouldn't be able to see me. You wouldn't be able to see me the next day. I'd be a stick figure. I'd just be, what are you doing? Stop. I've only been up a few minutes. Nobody wants that. Okay, Elko, Nevada. That's a new one.
Ooh.
Okay. Julie says, where do you get Merle Norman these days? I
got
got
it
it from
from-
Emily Gibbs, but I think most people just get it at the Merle Norman store here in town.
There aren't probably as many Merle Normans as there used to be, are there?
I don't know. David, what in the world is going on in the world?
I don't know. I got up and started doing some work stuff, so I didn't look as much. The one thing I did see, so here on Rise and Radke, we've done this for 8 or 9 months now. We like to keep things light and fun, and Maha, we are making America happy again. So even through COVID, we'll touch on it a few times, but we try to keep it light and fun and those kind of things. And so, again, this morning we have something that is a little bit different.
Okay.
Just because it's a very serious topic, but we wanted to take the opportunity because of 30, 40,000 people sometimes that get to watch Rise and Radke on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube, to take this time to talk about something that is pretty important. It's not pretty important, it is extremely important. Melissa posted yesterday just about everything that has been going on in Minneapolis with the death, and it's extremely emotional, actually. And so we wanted to take just a minute because we don't want anyone to question what our thoughts are or what our, you can help fill in the...
No, I'm letting you. You're doing beautifully.
Thanks. It's just important for us if we have this platform to, we're not ever going to be political. We're not ever going to go over the top like that, but we also don't want to be silent where we don't need to be silent as well.
I think that, here's what I think. I think that we do Rise and Radke Monday through Friday, and we see a lot of the same names commenting. And it's because that is their personality. That's Amy Roberry's personality. That's Leslie Rustin's personality. That's DG and Don Barrett and Denise Harlan. That's their personality. Some of you are more comfortable with commenting, but thousands, some of you on replay that write replay from Minnesota, hey, and I comment back to you. That's your personality. Not everyone's is to comment. So we have thousands of people who watch us who never say a word. And for some reason, we get a profile picture this big on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube. And you think because your picture is this big that you can figure out a person. Because maybe they have a picture of a dog in theirs, or a rainbow pride across their face, or an equal sign, or a Black Lives Matter sign. And you think that the profile picture gives you the full encompassing view of what a person is, and it does not. It doesn't. So on this program right here, this little program that we love, and this tribe that we love, are blacks and whites and Native Americans and Hispanics and legals and illegals and young and old and thin and unemployed and chunky and employed and rich and poor. They're all over the map, and everybody gets to come. Everybody gets to come. Everybody gets to watch, and everybody gets cared for and loved on by us, because that, unfortunately, is just how we were made. And so when a story like yesterday breaks about a man, and I want to post about it, I'm going to post about it because my heart is broken for it. And when it's, I don't know. Now, Melissa, now that's kind of not what you're following is. Yeah, that's actually exactly who my following is. Exactly who it is. And I'm going to talk for the things that matter, because for so long, I have not talked about the things that matter to me. Because we laugh and we say, Maha, make America happy. And the way to make America happy is to not talk about the things that hurt us. But that doesn't make me happy. And I want to be happy. And so then I get a message like this. This was posted yesterday. Thank you for publicly commenting. I was rewatching your live this morning, watching your daughter enjoy time with her friends, and I wondered if you were going to bring it up. I wondered if I should comment, asking your thoughts. I heard your disclaimer to the kids to not yell out anything political. I considered if you were referring to the recent incidents. I was thinking you have the perfect platform to discuss and you'd be the perfect person to speak out against such injustice. But then I considered that you may not bring it up because your viewers may not want to hear you talk about something so serious. And I wondered if you were concerned about what they may say if you addressed it. I didn't watch the rest of the live. I assumed that you'd chosen to stay away from the topic, just to keep it light. I thought about my white friends that I consider to be true friends, people that I love and I believe genuinely love me and have been silent. And I wonder if they believe that what has been happening is wrong. I know you can only speak for you, but thank you for speaking up today. So for anybody watching who wonders if I just don't speak up because I want to make sure we keep it light, yeah. Sometimes I don't speak up because I just want to keep it light. But sometimes keeping it light is the freaking wrong thing to do. And it's hard for somebody like me. I wrote and rewrote and rewrote and rewrote my post yesterday. And I read it to David and then I thought about it some more until I finally just put it up. Because I don't want to make people upset. But if what holds true for me, if my convictions make you upset, then I just don't know that I care. Because I'm tired of living in a world where to love one and want justice for one is to be against another. That is what I can't reconcile in my mind. But I am going to stand on the side of injustice. I have to. I have to. Please let me, because I have to. So, there you have it. I wrote something yesterday that rubbed some people the wrong way. Do I regret it? No, I don't. Will you see more of it? Maybe. Probably. The one thing I don't like is politics. I'm not a fan of politics. I will tell you that my husband and I rarely even talk about who we vote for because we don't always agree. And we love each other madly, but we don't always agree. So I keep who I vote for private. And I do what I feel and my heart is right. But I don't like politics. I know I don't want to talk about it. But if the day ever comes that God changes my heart, well, this is my front porch. And I'm going to talk on my front porch about what I want to talk about. And if you don't like it, get your own front porch. So that's all I wanted to say. Did you want to say anything else, baby?
No, I think it was perfect. Just if you didn't get a chance to read yesterday's post, please go do so. She also tagged one or two.
I just had Joe Saxton,
and
who I love.
I thought there was an article. Oh, that was in the comments.
Yeah, that's in the comments.
But just, yeah, if it makes you feel a little bit uncomfortable, then I'm actually glad. I think when we're a little bit uncomfortable, that means there could be movement, there could be growth, there could be awareness. So I think that's good. If it makes you angry, you probably want to unfollow us. And it's probably rude, but we don't really care. So
well, I will say this. I am not an activist because I don't know how to be. And I don't know how to use the right words. So maybe, but there are some women out there who are activists and they're doing great. They're killing it. It's wonderful what they do. And their words are so great. But if you are a woman like me who is sitting and watching and you're feeling things and you don't know how to voice them, but you know that you want to stand on the side you want to stand on the side of justice. You want to stand on the side of making things better, but you don't often know how to go about doing it, then come follow me. Because I am just feeling my way around in the dark, just like you. I don't have it all together. Sometimes there are even things that I have to ask myself in the shower. That's where I do my best thinking. How do I feel about that? What does my heart tell me about that? What is my inner man? What is my insides say about that situation. I ask God to guide me on that because sometimes I don't know. Then you can just come with me and you can follow me because I don't know the right words either. But I know I just don't want to be inactive and I don't want to be silent anymore. But I'm not going to always get it right. So if you like social media platforms of people who don't always get it right, hi, I'm Melissa, and I'm just feeling my way around just like you. So you can just come with me, okay? We're the people who just want to try and make up for all the wrong that was done in a really just a small way. So that's where we are.
And don't be nervous. We're not changing our format or who we are or what we talk about. Tomorrow we'll be doing ridiculous shout outs.
Shout outs.
But yeah, we're just, we're just trying to figure this out. I would encourage all of you, especially if the color of your skin matches ours, read.
That's what we've been doing.
Read people that aren't like you. Talk to people, those people that are your friends or you work with or you go to church with or in your community. We can't, as compassionate as we might be, we can't understand without some help. We can't understand without some knowledge. And one of the people posted 2 things yesterday that I thought were very powerful. I think we've seen a lot of the response, especially with the quote of Black Lives Matter, that immediately people say, well, Blue Lives Matter or
All Lives
Matter. And the way that she put it was extremely powerful to me. No one is saying that all lives don't matter. And she referred to it as, breast cancer. When we have Breast Cancer Awareness Month, everybody's not going, well, don't forget about prostate cancer or don't forget about this. No, that's not the conversation that we're having. We're not having a conversation that blue lives don't matter or all lives don't matter. The other thing is too, that I thought was really powerful is having the talk with your kids, that we should see color. We shouldn't, sometimes
Don't say you don't see color.
Well, I don't see.
Those red lights must be a real pain for you. Is it red? Is it green? Is it yellow? I don't know. I don't see color. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
The reality is that we are different, and our homes are different, our backgrounds are different, our history over hundreds of years are different, and so have some awareness to that. And again, you're gonna if you look like us, you're gonna have to read things, you're gonna have to talk to people, you're gonna have to open yourself up to truly educate yourself, so you can not only be compassionate, but you can also have some intelligence on the topic as well.
So that's what we've been doing, and you're welcome to join along with us as we just try to figure it out, and we just try to read and put ourselves in their shoes and what historically our Black friends, their grandparents and their great-grandparents and their great-great-grandparents have had to go through, and how this runs throughout our country and our nation, and it's an underlying thing that we've played a part in, and I don't want to anymore. So I'm just doing it by listening and reading and keeping my big fat mouth shut, and I encourage you to do the same thing. And we'll just be a tiny little band, this tribe right here, a tiny little band of world changers. Like, we could do that. But I'll tell you what, it's going to start in my home. So yeah, I told my children what happened. I showed them the news of what happened. Remy Radke, as she said, I am not okay with this. So it's going to start here, and we're just going to raise up our children to change the world. That's the best way we can, the best thing we can do. So we'll be back tomorrow. If you have a shout out for an anniversary or a birthday, or whatever else, let us know, because tomorrow is shout out.
I'm not doing it too loud because I don't want to wake them up.
Don't wake them up, for the love. It's like we have infants in the house. We're like, tomorrow. tomorrow is Shout Out Friday. Melissa at melissaradke.com. Let us know what your shout out is. I'm not going to lie. If you don't send it to us, I won't be upset. Sometimes our shout out list is so long that when I go to bed on Thursday nights, I have a pit in the bottom of my stomach. I'm like, how am I going to deliver all this? But that's tomorrow. We'll be back. We want to make America happy again. That's what we want to do, but not at the sake of others, and make sure everybody's happy again. And so we love you guys, and we're going to let them sleep. And we're going to go and we're going to tiptoe around our house. People watching for the first time are like, ooh, do they have newborns? 14-year-olds. That's worse, new moms. That's worse. All right. Love you guys. Have a wonderful Thursday. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Okay? Bye.
Yeah.